We are in the final days of 2019. Can you believe it? 2020 is right around the corner, and I bet you already have your 2020 calendar filled out with sessions. Oh, wait, you don't? Join the club. Did you know that most photographers are winging it every year, just crossing their fingers that the leads will come in and their calendars will book up? How would you like to know exactly what you are offering in 2020 and be able to come up with a marketing plan to fill those dates with clients? Join me for a free virtual workshop happening on December 2nd, where we will plan your 2020 promotional calendar so you don't have to wing it any longer. You can sign up at frameyourway.brookjefferson.com/plan. You can also check for the link in the show notes. Let's make 2020 your best year yet. Welcome to the Frame Your Way Photography Podcast. I'm your host, Brooke Jefferson. I'm a wife, mama to two, and full-time photographer and business coach. I created this podcast with the aspiring photographer in mind to bring you inspiring stories, strategies to help you go from zero to multiple figures, and tips and tricks to help you get one step closer to work-life harmony. Are you ready to frame your way to your dream career? Let's dive in. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode. If this is your first time listening, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. If this is not your first time listening, I'm ecstatic that you came back and are finding value on this podcast. Today, I want to chat about the golden question of what does a successful photography business look like? The short answer is that there is no one-size-fits-all answer. However, there is a guideline that we can follow to see if our business is successful. I don't know about you, but I had a ton of doubts and insecurities when I first started doing photography. I began comparing my images to other photographers and always thinking how mine were never good enough. I compared how many clients I had compared to the photographer down the street. If there was room for comparison, you can bet your last dollar I was comparing my business to someone else's. And I wish I could go back and snap myself out of it. Here's the thing. Your business is not my business. And my business is not your business, literally. What you want in your life is completely different from what I want in mine. And that is okay. That is how it should be. The thing about success is that it looks and feels different for everyone. Some of you are dedicated to growing your photography business to a full-time income and make it your one thing. I love that. That's me too. I am so thankful I get to do this full time and call this my career. There is seriously not a day that goes by that I'm not tearing up with gratitude for where I am. But there are some of you listening who want to keep your photography business as your hobby or your side hustle. And you know what? That is amazing too. We all define success differently. For me, I want my business to not only reach a financial bracket, but I also want to create time freedom to where I don't have to work all the time. Eventually, I would love to only work half the year with one-to-one clients and then spend the other half of the year educating photographers through group coaching programs, workshops, and mentorships. Success can be measured through time freedom, financial freedom, and fulfillment. These three areas are what I want you to explore today. What does success really look like for you? Are you sick of hearing that the only businesses that get to be deemed successful are six-figure businesses? Because I am. Your income level gets to be determined successful by only one person, you. You're the one who sets your goals and intentions. I want you to take some time today and really think about what success looks like for you, because you have to define it before you can celebrate it. 2020 is right around the corner, and let me tell you that anything is possible. What does a crazy successful year look like for you? How much do you want to work? How many sessions do you want to commit to per week, per month, per year? How much money do you want to make? How much money do you want to make every month? How much money do you want to make for the whole year? Write it down. Do you want to make enough so you can leave your job? Do you want to make enough so you can take a vacation or pay for your upcoming wedding? Do you want to make enough to be able to take a monthly shopping spree to your favorite store? Define what it is that you want to make. And by the way, I've done all those things. I've made enough money so I could leave my job back in 2017. I've made enough so that I could take my husband and I on a vacation, just the two of us. I've made enough money so that I could pay for my wedding. Now, I will say that I did have some help, but I saved all of my session money back when I first started to help me pay for our wedding. Aside from time and money, there is another part of being successful that not many people talk about, and that's fulfillment. Does your business fulfill you? Are you taking on the right clients? Are you creating the sessions you dream of creating? If the answer is no, it's time to change some things. Running a profitable business isn't any fun if you aren't enjoying it. If you desire to make 2020 your best year yet, then I invite you to come hang out with me on December 2nd for a virtual training where we are going to walk through some of these things and map out your 2020 photography calendar. It's so important that you have a plan in place and that you aren't just winging it all the time. Work through the questions I asked you today and determine what success looks like for you. And then come join me on my free training on December 2nd from the comfort of your phone or computer, and let's map out your next year. You can head to frameyourway.brookejefferson.com/plan or check out the link in the show notes. I am cheering you on and wishing you all success. There is enough for us all. Talk soon. Want to be featured on the podcast? I'm currently looking for photographers who are interested in a coaching session that will be recorded and aired on the podcast in 2020. To apply to be a guest on the show, please visit brookejefferson.com/apply.